Let's now have Pia Bonalos. She's at Bonifacio High Street in Taguig for Walkway 2013. Hi, Pia.
Amelin, this Holy Week is a time for Christians to stop and reflect on the passion and death of Jesus Christ. Here at the Bonifacio High Street, there are art installations for all the 14 stations of the cross to help in your reflection this Holy Week. With me is Lemarc Limosnero to tell us all about it. Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Pia.
Can you tell me what the idea is behind all these art installations for the Stations of the Cross?
Okay, so for Church Simplified in Bonifacio High Street, it's a Philippine tradition, Stations of the Cross. But for us, this year, we're bringing it more modern, more relevant with art installations across all 14 and interactive, where the people who go through would have something to do just to make it, for them to reflect on it and to relate to what they are for their personal lives.
Church Simplified is a group of born-again Christians, am I right?
Yes, that's correct.
So is this limited to people from your church, or is anyone free to come in and reflect on all the stations?
It's not exclusive. Anyone can come, all walks of life, all religion, any faith, belief. You just come here, it's all free, it's open until Easter Sunday.
Wow, so can you walk me through for the first, second, and third stations? What could people expect to see there?
Okay. Stations 1, 2, 3. We start with station 1, which is the garden. Here is when Jesus was in the garden praying, asking his Father to at least spare him from what he knows is coming. And the installation there are mirrors. And mirrors wherein all who go through it, they would see themselves. And the act is, the person that you see in the mirror is actually you. And that person is the reason why Jesus came and had to do what he had to do that Holy Week.
Wow, that's a really great way to start off your whole reflection. And then when you move on to the 4th, 5th, and 6th stations, what could we expect from there?
4th, 5th, and 6th. 4th is the verdict, when Pontius Pilate washed his hands. And then 5th is the whip. We have an installation there just to show people how it looked like, plus a kind of the wounds that Jesus would have gotten on his back. Then 6th is the crown of thorns. Here, we're partnered with Alveo. The crown of thorns represents the curse. And the act is, if you could do your part now to at least green the earth again. So there's a petition for the city of Taguig done by Alveo, at least to plant 500 trees this year.
Oh wow, so more than reflecting about the Holy Week and the life of Jesus, it's also doing something for the environment as well. Then moving on to the 7th and the 8th station, what do we expect to see there?
7 is one of the popular stations for people who go through. It's the cross, and here we have 3 replicas of the cross. It's not the exact weight, but people line up to try to feel the weight, carry it. Some would want to walk around with it. And then number 8 is the 2 Simons. There were 2 Simons when Jesus was carrying the cross. Simon Peter, who betrayed him, and then who denied him. And then Simon of Cyrene, who helped him carry the cross. So the act here is people they have pieces of paper and a pen, and they could write prayers that anyone later on who would also be able to see the prayer can pray for that person. There's no name or anything, just put up a simple prayer for you.
And then here we are at the 9th station, which is the crucifixion. Can you tell me what would people experience in this station?
Okay, so here in this station, they got pieces of red cloth from station 2, which represents for this installation the sin that we all have, and that this very reason why Jesus came. And here with the hammer and nail, people will now nail down their sin on the cross, because this station is where we have the crucifixion when Jesus was laid down on the cross, crucified, and the red pieces of cloth signifies the sin that we all have that Jesus did for us.
And of course, the very core of the faith of most of Christians and Catholics as well is Easter. Can you tell me about the installation you have for that?
Okay, so Easter is station 13, if that's what you mean. It's the only station that's white panel because it's bright as day. Easter has come, Jesus has risen, and here we have a folded piece of cloth in Jewish tradition. Carpenters, when they're done, fold the white piece of cloth to show that the work is finished. And this is what the disciples saw when they walked into an empty tomb and just folded pieces of linen, which as the work was done. So people can, and here the act for everyone who go through is that they write names of persons whom they feel have touched their lives, and they can pin it on the strips of nylon, and it's all there. You can see it. It's really thousands of pieces of paper with different names, and it would really touch your heart.
I'm sure a lot of people would also want to experience and reflect here, but I hear that you have something big happening this Sunday. Can you tell us about that as well?
Oh yes. So for every year, because music is so much a big part of Church Simplified, but this year we have Jars of Clay, the American rock band who's also Christian contemporary, and they're coming here in Bonifacio High Street in BGC. It's a free concert at the amphitheater. It starts on Sunday evening, Easter, at 7:30.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for your time, Lemarc.
Thank you, Pia.
There you have it. For those of you who want to have a different kind of reflection this Holy Week, do check out the Walkway here at the Bonifacio High Street. Amelin?
Thank you, Pia.